There we go. Used to the Dead Horse Tavern. Hey, merchant. I have those dinners you wanted. It wasn't easy, but I made them. Looks great. You're a real chef. Tomorrow, the court will flood with rumors about tonight's dinner. Come see me next week and I'll tell you how it went. Okay. About the final plan. So does anything else stand between you and the job? I think we've done everything you wanted. Almost the head of the Royal Council isn't a member of the Gourmet Club. But he has a weakness. Miss Charm's charms, if you know what I mean. Oh. So Miss Charm is the only person who can talk him into supporting me. And you're the kind of guy who could possibly get along with her. And there it is, a simple yet elegant plan. Any specific instructions? Not really. I've always chosen a good dinner over the company of a woman. Haha. Yes, we know you're a gourmand. Just tell me when you've gotten her on our side. Okay. I'm looking for a salty fork. I've heard rumor that you have a salty fork. I've reached the point in my life that a salty fork is something I desperately need. Oh well, this salty fork means a lot to me. It was one of two things that I found with my brother. We were looking for food at the town dump and I found this fork. I think it came from the Great Blast. I'm from a very poor family and this fork made me who I am. I looked at it for hours, imagined what it is for. I decided to travel and find some answers, so I left the town. I discovered that forks are for eating. Also, I learned a lot of other wonderful things. There has to be a reference somewhere in here, but I don't know what it is. You know, sometimes I think this fork actually makes things tastier. Now I'm on the brink of a new phase in my life. I could give it to you, but I want to be sure that you're worthy of the gift. Okay, so I have to get him to 100 reputation to get it. Let me buy these grape seeds. I can never have too many of them. Alrighty. So I need to do the thing with Miss Charm first. Alright, back to the dungeon. Let's blitz this as much as we can. Okay, level 13. 2 more to go. Oop, another golem. This guy looks different. Okay. Big tough guy was different. Got some more silver. It's the gold I need, though. Go down first. Those bats are so annoying. Looks like some more diamond. That's some really good finds. Get rid of the cabbage seeds, do not need those. Metal scrap either. Got him. With a lot of pain. Okay, this big guy is going to be difficult. I don't want to fight him and ads. All right, bats. Here we go. Got him. Okay, almost there. Just these two last creatures. And we made it. Okay, was that 14? That was 14. I could stick stuff in here. All right, back in we go. One big dungeon push. We might be able to hit the end of it. Got them all, that wasn't too difficult. None of those we need. Lentils? Nope. Definitely don't need the bowls. We don't need the scrap. Alright, that's it for this room. Just use my face to absorb all that damage. Thank you very much. I don't like fighting like that. Alright, we're getting close to the end of this floor. Oh, another one of those big golems. Okay, get the bats first. Or literally everything else first. Okay, Mr. Golem, how am I going to get to you first? Got you. After much pain. Ooh, there's gold. I need that. Don't need the seed. Don't need the flitch. Don't need the scrap. Almost got it all. Do not want to leave those behind. Oh, I think this is the last level. Yep, that's the last level. Let's go banker gear, sleep, grab the rest of our potions, and do the last level. We also need to do a sleep and save. Alright, one final push. Alright, the final dungeon level. Need to be a little careful, I forgot my extra potion bottles. And that's a new kind of golem. Haven't seen that guy yet. Come on, bats, you can come at me. Oh, this level's hurting. Okay, I want to be below you. I don't want to be on top. There we go. Ooh, pumpkin seeds. I'll hold on to those. If I don't run out of room. Oh, those bats. Oh, there's 2 golems in this room. Oh, there's a lot of baddies here. Oh. Is this what he needed? That's the golden apple. Nice! We completed it! I'm going to leave this gold and this silver here in case we need to process it. Okay, the liquid we can put here because it's technically the same as the extracts. That I'll leave there. Alrighty, next time Snake Day rolls around, we have that completed. Give me that back. I can drop off that and that. Visit the astrologer. Tell him Miss Charm needs help. I think I found a way you can earn your daughter's forgiveness. What can I do? I'm ready to do anything within my power and beyond. There's one young man. Well, right now he's not exactly a man. Long story short, he's in danger. He's been imprisoned at the mountain fort. Your daughter wants to save him. Why? Well, she said that she loves him. So if you help her release him, it would be a good first step. Interesting. The fort is closed and strictly guarded. I've been there once at an archaeological expedition. It didn't end well. We accidentally blew up the northern pass. It wasn't our fault. The Great Blast interfered with our calculations. The Lord Commander threatened to kill me. We barely made it out alive. But many years have passed. I think we could arrange a new expedition by order of the university. And then we might covertly release this young man. About the expedition. How are we going to arrange it? You don't even work there anymore. Meh, we're members of the inner circle. Lovers' quarrels are easy to mend. I just need to show them that I've made progress in my studies and I'm in again. Have you made any progress? Not really. Of course. I feel so empty inside, and now I think I can't think of anything besides my daughter. You need to help me. You're a smart young man. Do you know how to write? I hope so. Write a book. It shouldn't be too bad, but write whatever you want. With my esteemed name on a cover, it should do well. A Silver Star book. I can do that. Alrighty, back at home, we'll sleep and save. that's all the time I got for today. So now, Real Talk segment. So the prompt of today's Real Talk is dark times make the good times brighter. And honestly, there's multiple directions I can go with this, because this is a kind of a bit of a special prompt / phrase, because it was one that was given to my wife. What was it? 2 years ago you got it? Gotcha. 3 years ago she got it. So I've shared before about my journey with chronic illness. I'll continue and have more talks about that at future days. And for my wife and I, 2019 was kind of what we dubbed our year of hell. That was before I really knew what my chronic illnesses were. We were going to quite literally more than one doctor appointment a week. I was at the worst shape physically I think I've ever been in my life. I only had like 1 or 2 lucid hours a day. I was out of it all the rest of the day. It was horrible. So that's how bad of a year that was. And one of the ways I can go with this is my wife is an author. She writes science fiction fantasy and really, really good at it. She has 3 books currently published and is currently writing her 4th. And she's gotten a lot of good feedback on them. But one of the things God laid on her heart way back when and prompted her in terms of her author stuff is use your pain to write. And that's what kind of I'm tying in the dark times make the good times brighter is the year 2019 for my wife and I was one of the darkest times we've had in our life, with just all the stuff going on. And those dark times for us personally made the following years of the whole pandemic craziness seem simple and not that bad by comparison. We quite literally, this is how funny it is, that we quite literally freaked people out with how calm we were with all the COVID pandemic shutdown craziness, by how calm we were because of how tragic the year before had been for us. The COVID pandemic stuff was calm and peaceful in comparison. And because we had gone through such a horrible year, we actually comforted and encouraged and gave hope to quite a few people during the COVID times because of our even darker times, in a way of saying it. So that's one way of with the dark times make the good times brighter. Kind of scaling it back to just me, I think back to 2019, which is kind of weird for me because there's a good year and a half of my life that is a blur at best. I remember a lot of darkness and a lot of frustration, a lot of the physical pain I was feeling at the time, because one of my conditions is fibromyalgia, so it's chronic pain, chronic fatigue. It also has a lot of mental issues with focus, with memory recollection, with brain frog. I always want to say brain frog. It's not brain frog, brain fog. Yes. So even though I've had years of dealing with these illnesses since they came out in 2019, I've learned a lot. I've felt even more, unfortunately, because of the chronic pain, chronic fatigue. I have to think a little bit. It could be worse. I could have the 1 to 2 lucid hours a day where it's all I can do just to get out of bed. Self-care at minimum is difficult. And life was horrible. So those dark times, even though the years since then have still been dark, they're made brighter because of just how dark that 1 year was for me. Also, and then kind of even going in a whole nother direction. God leads us through dark times in our life to make us better, to make us holier, to help us learn something in particular, to show us some wisdom, to learn lessons that we can very possibly take those lessons and show someone else. He takes us through, I'm bringing up a whole nother Bible verse, the valley of the shadow of death, the shadow. He takes us through the dark areas, and it makes us appreciate the good areas even more. So if you are going through a dark time, look for the lesson, look for the purpose, look for the quote unquote silver lining. It could also be this is just a time in your life God is forging you through to make you stronger, to make you better, to make you wiser. A lot of people think, unfortunately, very, very wrongly, that, oh, if I become a Christian, God will give me everything we want. That's called the health and wealth gospel, and that is very much not the case. If anything, when you become a Christian, life gets worse, life gets harder, but you're not going through it alone. So if you are going through a rough, dark time right now, take faith, or keep faith, take encouragement, and have hope that it won't last forever. God doesn't ever give us frivolous pain, frivolous darkness, frivolous shadow. There is always a purpose and a reason for everything he does, no matter how dark it is. And when we are in the darkness, it kind of goes back to a whole nother topic I talked about a while back. Hardship can make us bitter, or it can make us better. That was a whole nother talk I did a little while back. There is always a purpose, no matter how dark of a time it is. So if you are going through a hard time, a dark time, a frustrating time, whatever it is, know that God has a purpose for it. And I hope that these words give you a bit of hope, a bit more of a will to keep going forward, a bit more fortitude to stay firm and keep moving forward. I pray to God with my own struggle with my physical disability illnesses that he'll heal me. And I feel like he gave me a promise a little while back that he would heal me in time. When exactly, I don't know. I do my best to stay steadfast in that promise, and I try to learn and grow and be faithful in whatever it is that he's trying to teach me. So if you are going through a dark time, stand firm. I hope I can give you some hope. There is always something to learn and to grow from. And that's all I have for today. See everybody next time.